Hey, Yuval, we're here at the AI Infra Summit. Happy to talk to you today. You're with ECL. Give us an idea, like what is ECL, what is your role at ECL, and what do you guys do?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for having me. The founder CEO of ECL, and what ECL does is actually we're building data centers which are running off-grid based on hydrogen, zero emission, zero water, and high performance. So it's AI-targeted data centers right now, which can scale at very large scale without the dependency on grid availability, which is very unusual nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, grid availability, it's exactly what it is. It's unusual because most of the time you have to see if there's place, if there's land and there's whatnot and all that. So, but you said something else, water.
Yeah.
Water has been classically, people from the high rooftops, like what is going on? We're using so much water to cool these things. So how are you doing without water?
Yeah, so our data center is running with water liquid cooling, but when we generate energy with hydrogen, the byproduct is water. So we take that byproduct and circle it back into the cooling system.
I mean, that's smart, right?
Yeah.
And so on the side of like being able to scale without having like the actual infrastructure kind of there, like how do you scale and what's the modularity of that look like?
Yeah, so we build modules between 1 and 10 megawatts modules, and we just stick them together. They're all independent modules. Each one of the modules has its own cooling system, power system, fire suppression, control management. Everything is completely independent. And when we build large-scale site, we just put a lot of them together. So if we put 100 meg, it's 100 blocks of 1 meg, for example. Okay. And that gives us two things that help us in our build-out. One is we can build very fast because we can build in parallel. So we can put multiple crews, they're building in parallel. So each crew is building 10 meg, and we can put 10 crews in there, and we actually build 100 meg in a very short period of time. And the second thing is that the blast radius that we have in the site is 1 meg. And blast radius from definition is what's the biggest element that can fail in one point. It's only 1 megawatt. So if you build a 100 megawatt site, it's 1%. And if you build a gigawatt site, like some of our sites are, it's 0.01%, which is pretty incredible.
I mean, because you're building it all individually, right?
Yeah.
They're all self-contained. So if you're going to lose one, it sounds like you've thought that out. And I think you talked even about off-grid, right? So if you're off-grid and something goes down, you're really looking ahead and handling that and saying, we're secure.
Yeah, 100%. It gives the customer the ability to do much better planning. Yeah. Because they don't have an event that can actually knock down a significant portion of the data center. And as a result, their planning is simpler from a perspective of my fault tolerance is much higher in that data center, so I can rely on the data center to be always up. And as a result, they can reduce the other side of the doing for backing up that site. So that's a significant advantage in planning, capacity planning.
Yeah, I think power plants should be taking that same approach, right? So
yeah, we wish.
With what we saw in Europe just recently, it's like how do you scale against that, and what does that look like? But in general, no, it sounds amazing. So when you're developing these and you're driving that, and the large scale of this, what is like your most common customer that comes in and says like, we need to build this, or maybe not the most common customer, like how do you get people on to say, here's how we work with ECL?
Yeah, so we operate in a way that we build to order. So we're not pre-building data center. Customers come to us and say, I would like to get 100 meg, 150 meg, 50 meg, or 15 meg, and I want it in time X. Our cycle to build is between 6 and 9 months from the moment that customer come and say, I want 100 meg, then the moment you give them the key. So that gives us the advantage that we can actually wait for the purchase order. So that's the way we operate. Customers come to us and give us a set of requirements for capacity, set of requirements for the topology inside, if it's an AI, if it's a cloud, if it's a blend of AI and cloud operation. We customize the block for them. Once they approve the block, we just deploy as many blocks as they want in a 6 to 9 month cycle.
It sounds really easy. It sounds like, but you're trying to make it, right? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds easy, but like how complicated is it, or like how does somebody say, oh, I need 150 megawatts? I mean, they're obviously using GPUs now, but is it always an AI conversation, or with like the Bitcoin conference coming up, in Vegas here soon, like? Do you do Bitcoin with 3% of the United States?
Yeah, so Bitcoin is highly sensitive to the cost of energy. While we are very competitive at 6 cents per kilowatt hour, it is very difficult to achieve what Bitcoin is looking for, which is usually 1 to 2 cents per kilowatt hour. Bitcoins are shifting slowly into AI. So you see more and more of the Bitcoin providers becoming AI providers.
Yep.
So I think the target for AI is the good target for us. We did not design for it, by the way. So when we started in 2021, it was pre-ChatGPT.
Yep.
We didn't know that this will be the situation, but we said, okay, let's build the best data center we can. So we built a high-end liquid-cooled data center with the self-generation. And then in 2023, the magic happened with ChatGPT, and we became the perfect match for AI data centers, which is incredible for us.
I mean, it's very incredible. Does it sounds to me like you can also live on the edge much more easier than other companies. So you can live on the edge, you can live in the IoT space and really blend those together. But how does that work on that side?
Yeah, so we have a dependency on availability of hydrogen. But if we want to build small sites on the edge, like 5, 10, 15 megawatts, we can actually get delivery of liquid hydrogen to the site. And when we get liquid hydrogen to the site, it delivers to us ability to drop a data center anywhere, in the middle of the city, in the outskirts of the city, and we don't depend on availability of power in the cities. Today, you go to the cities, there's an 18 to 24 months wait time to even be considered to get power, not necessarily get the power, to be considered. We can drop the site in any location at a 6 to 9 month cycle and deliver the power with the liquid hydrogen delivery. And then we do trucking refueling. So trucks come to our site, refuel the site, and we run the data center. That gives us advantage also in another dimension, is we can use very small parcels of land. Because of our density, we do 1,000 feet per megawatt. We don't need a large parcel of land to actually build large data centers. So 10 megawatts for us is sitting on 1 acre. And 1 acre, if you go to data center operators, is a non-starter for site selection. For us, it's a 10 meg. It's a nice edge cloud edge location.
Yeah, I mean, with IoT coming, there's a lot of wins there. Yeah. So I mean, it almost sounds like scaling, modularity, value-driven, speed to market. How do people? So anything else that around ECL that you want to talk about, or just like how do they contact you?
Yeah, so 2 things which are important to know. The sustainability aspect of our data center, we are zero emission. So our site does not have diesel generators or any other aspects which contaminate the air. That's one aspect. So customers that do care about this should actually consider it. And most of our customers still care about this. And how to reach out to us, you can go to our website, which is ecldc.com. Or you can reach out to us specifically through LinkedIn or any other aspect. Tell us what you need, and we will build for you a plan within a matter of a day. And then if you say go, 6 months later, you get the key. And it's a key where the site is ready for you. And the advantage in it is the site ready means racks are in place, power distribution is in place, cooling distribution is in place, bring your IT and run. And we have examples of customers in our Mountain View site. From the moment the trucks landed in our dock, basically we're up and running in production within 24 hours, which is unheard of. When I used to work for LinkedIn, it used to take us between 3 and 6 months to bring a site online. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. Well, Yuval, I mean, happy to have you here. Thanks for talking to me today at the AI Infrastructure Summit. And it's been fantastic hearing about the journey and where ECL really drives and scales in the community of AI and where that's driving on the infra side. So fantastic. Thanks to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.